Dear children, in this video we are going to see about data communication between central processing unit and memory. We know CPU is the most important component of our computer. Here we have three important parts. They are arithmetic logic unit, internal memory and control unit. Apart from these three parts, we are having some other components also. They are memory data register, memory address register, current instruction register and program counter. What is the use of these parts? Suppose if the processor wants any data from the main memory, the processor simply put the address into the memory address register. Here this memory address register communicates through address bus. Address bus carries the address. So if the address is fetched with data from the main memory, the data will be put into the data bus. Data bus transfer the data from main memory to memory data register. So the memory data register contains the data which is transferred from main memory to processor. Then the current instruction register contains the current executing information. And what is program counter? Actually, program counter is a special register. It keeps the address of the next instruction to be executed. We can see here the central processing unit has a memory data register which is simply called MDR and a memory address register which is called it as MAR. These two are given here. The memory data register keeps the data which is transferred between memory and the CPU. The program counter, which is simply called PC, is a special register in the CPU which always keeps the address of the next instruction to be executed. Then arithmetic logic unit of processor places the address of the memory to be fetched into the memory address register. Next we can see what is bus, what is the use of bus. Actually bus is a collection of wires. These wires are used to communicate between internal parts of the computer. Here we are having three different types of buses. One is data bus, second address bus and control bus. Data bus carries data information from one component to another component like processor to memory and memory to processor. Here it is two-way communication. Data bus is two-way communication. You can see it in the arrow. But address bus carries the address information from processor to memory only. It is one-way communication. You can see this arrow. This control bus controls both read and write operation using the signals of 1 and 0. Here the address bus is used to point a memory location. Here we are having decoder which is a digital circuit. It is used to point to the specific memory location where the word can be located. Next, the address register carries address information. Is connected with the address bus which provides the address of the instruction. Next, a data bus is used to transfer data between the memory and the CPU. Next, data bus is a bidirectional address bus, but the address bus is a unidirectional. Next, control bus controls both read and write operations using the signal of 1 and 0. We can see one example how the internal parts of the processor will be worked. For the simple example of load 11. 11 means here we are going to load the information from the memory location of 11 into the accumulator. Here first this will show the address of program counter. Program counter shows next which instruction to be executed. So this address, so simply put it into the memory address register 98. So this is going to locate the data from the memory address of 98. Here this memory location 98 contains load 11, which data will be transferred to the memory data register through the data bus. Data bus carries the data load 11 and stored in the memory data register. Then memory data register transfer the data to current instruction register to execute. So current instruction register will transfer the data to control unit. So control unit, it is seeing this load 11. Here it is telling load the information from the memory location of 11. So the control transfer to memory address register, because it is address transferred to memory address register. So 11. So 11, it is going to map with memory. So in this memory, 11 contains the data of 3. So that the 3 data will be passed to the memory data register and finally store the data into the accumulator. Now the program counter increment the value 99, 98 to 99. 99 means, so next we have to execute the instruction of 99. This simple example only, this is not given in the book. For your understanding, I have given this example. Next we can see how this control unit will be worked. So in this control unit, we are having two operations. One is read operation and another one is write operation. Using 0 and 1, it can communicate from processor to memory. So here a single control line performs two operations like read and write using 1 or 0. Also the write operation transfer the data from memory data register to memory. So if you are going to write the information, we can write the information from processor to memory. You can read the information from memory to processor. So if you are going to read the information, you can pass the address to the memory. Next, after fetch the information is going to be transferred to the processor using data bus. Next, we can see how it is going to communicate from memory data register to memory. Memory data register which is located in the processor. So you know this, there are different types of processor. They are 8-bit processor, 16-bit processor, 32-bit processor. Nowadays we are using 64-bit processor. Here they are telling 8-bit processor, example Intel 8085. So its memory data register and the word in the RAM both have 8 bits. If it is 8-bit register, we are having 8 bits of word length for memory data register as well as memory in the RAM. If the size of the memory data register 8 bits, it has only 8 parallel wires of lines in the memory data register as well as memory. Memory means RAM. So to transfer the data from memory data register to memory or memory to memory data register. So if the size of the memory data register is 8 bits, the data bus has 8 parallel wires. Transfer the data either from memory data register to word or word to memory data register. The control line is labeled with read and write. It means read means 1. If you use the signal as 1, it is going to read the information. The signal is 0, it is going to write the information. Here, this figure shows the content of memory data register and the word before the read operation. Here we can read the information from memory to processor. So we can write the information from processor to memory. This figure shows how we are writing the informations. It shows the content MDR, memory data register, and the word after the read operation. The read operation transfer the data from word to memory data register. Read means we are reading the information from memory to word. The write operation will be done from memory data register to memory. Next we can see important question and answers from our book bag. First, one more question. Choose the correct answer. Which of the following is said to be the brain of the computer? Brain of the computer is simply microprocessor. Processor is the brain of the computer. Which of the following is not the part of the microprocessor? You know, arithmetic logic unit, control unit and register. These are part of the computer. Where cache memory only, not the part of the computer. Third question, how many bits constitute a word? Word length depends on the processor only. There is no fixed word for each word. Determined by the processor word. Next, fourth question, which of the following device identifies the location when the address is placed in the memory and register? Decoder is used. Next, part 2 marks question. What are the parameters which influence the characteristics of a microprocessor? You have seen the first previous video. Here depends on 3 important characteristics. They are clock speed, instruction set and word size. Next, what is an instruction? This also we have seen in the previous video. A command which is given to a computer to perform an operation on data is called an instruction. What is program counter? We have seen in this video. Program counter, which is simply called PC, is a special register in the CPU which always keeps the address of the next instruction to be executed. Next, 3 marks question. Differentiate computer organization and computer architecture. Computer organization explains only the computer hardware components of the computer, including input-output devices, CPU and memory. At the same time, computer architecture explains both designing of computer, like both hardware and software, based on engineering consideration. Next, 5 marks question. Explain the characteristics of microprocessor. Here 3 important characteristics: clock speed, instruction set and word size. Clock speed, we know it is used to find the speed of the processor. Its measurements mainly based on in hertz, megahertz or gigahertz. 1 megahertz is equal to 1 million cycles per second, which means we can do 1 millions of instructions per second. You know, in today's modern processor, we are having billions of instructions per second. So its speed must be in gigahertz. Next, instruction set. Instruction means which instruction we are giving to the computer to do various operations. Next, word size. Word size, that is depends on different size of processor only. This word size only going to determine its RAM size also. These 3 parts already we have seen in the previous video. Next, we are in end of the session. In this video, we have learned the communication between CPU and memory. Then we have seen the important question and answers from book bag. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more videos.